How does your product engage with audiences, and how would it be distributed as a real media text? My target audience is females from the age of 18 to late 20s and fall into the AB socioeconomic demographic. According to Graham Burton's theory of media grouping, the target audience will be fans of other magazines such as the likes of Vogue, Harper's Bazaar, Vanity Fair, etc. The target audience of this magazine would be young women who are interested in fashion, latest trends, interviews on the biggest stars, and lifestyle tips. My demographic of women would possibly be into shopping, always updated with the latest A-list news, and concerned about their appearance, regularly making sure that their hair, body, and health are all well kept. To ensure that my product would appeal to my target audience, I carried out a couple focus groups and one-on-one interviews with young women that would fall into my chosen demographic. Although that was helpful and I got specific information, the information and opinions I got were all in depth and were hard to fully apply as the feedback was too precise and differing from each interviewee. I therefore conducted a more general questionnaire in order to get a more general idea of what attracted my audience. The two forms of primary research, in addition to secondary research, were helpful in getting a clear idea of what would attract the attention of my target demographic. The information I received massively helped me in my journey of making my production pieces. My target audience would use my product as social interaction, diversion, escapism, entertainment, and information, Blumler and Katz uses in gratification theory. For example, my anchorage text subverted and questioned the cover model's social image in order to cause controversy, encouraging social hype and interaction amongst my target audience. Through the set lines, I used it to make it evident to an audience that by purchasing this magazine, they get informed on the latest fashion and lifestyle tips. I also tried to include rhetorical questions and direct mode of address in the cell lines in order to make it more personal and intriguing to my audience. During my production process, one of the main aspects I focused on was maintaining a house style through fonts, colors, etc. By doing so, it helped me in the development of building a strong brand, which could also be recognized by my target audience. One example of this was by having the Indigo logo in all three production pieces. By doing so, and using consistent codes and conventions, when my target audience see the font, the Bondi MT, they would instantly think of my magazine. Social media platforms such as Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram were also a key aspect in promoting the product and therefore increasing popularity. Due to the technological advances over the last few years, it has made accessing traditional media platforms such as magazines much easier through phones, laptops, etc. Therefore, in an attempt to keep up with these new trends, in addition to advertising through social media, I created a website for my magazine, www.indigo.com, where women can sign up for the online subscriptions instead of having to go out and buy hard copies. This meets my target audience's demands while adding another revenue source. Hard copies of Indigo will also be available in traditional outlets such as supermarkets and bookstores, as well as in malls, airports, and department stores. This would be effective as it could attract a more passive audience, whereas getting a subscription is more appealing for existing consumers.